when the pandemic hit and all of a sudden all my gigs disappeared because I was playing a lot right up until the first gig that I lost was March 15th. That one was canceled. I had played just 2 nights before on the 13th, and it was pretty dead where I was playing. It was at Salt Hill. But then March 15th, things started getting canceled. And then, so I didn't know what to do with myself at first, but I love to write, and I've never been as prolific as I wish. I've done, I guess, 4 or 5 CDs, including one with a band called the Stone Cold Roosters, which is a great country band. And I would write songs for the album along with everybody else. But I just decided I would try and dive into writing. And this is the first one I wrote. It's called Quarantine Blues. I got the quarantine blues and I feel so bad. Worst old feeling that I ever had. I got the quarantine blues. Got the quarantine blues. I got the quarantine blues and I think I'm going out of my mind. I've been washing my hands 50 times a day, walking my dog till she's almost slain. I got the quarantine blues. Got the quarantine blues. I got the quarantine blues and I think I'm going out of my mind. All over the world it's the same situation. Every race, every nation, we're in this together, gotta do what's right. I wonder if I'm finally gonna see the light. Well, I can't deny it's been getting me down. This quarantine blues ain't gonna turn me around. I got the quarantine blues. Got the quarantine blues. I got the quarantine blues and I think I'm going out of my mind. Yeah, down on the drag on a Saturday night, all those honky tonks are closed up tight. Everybody's doing the best they can, so much for all of our well-laid plans. Well, sooner or later that day's gonna come. Quarantine's over, we can all have some fun. Till that day, we better stay safe. Do our part for the human race. I got the quarantine blues. Got the quarantine blues. I got the quarantine blues and I think I'm going out of my mind. Yeah, I got the quarantine blues and I think I'm going out of my mind. That was when I still kind of had a sense of humor.
I booked the Greenwich Village Folk Festival, or I co-book it with Raymond Misek, and in the process of booking, I think the November or December festival, I had a nice conversation with Tom Paxton on the phone, and I asked him what he was doing lately, and he said, "Well, I'm in Nashville, and I played a concert last night for Toronto, and tonight I'm singing for a group in Chicago." And then he mentioned they were doing 17 concerts in 30 days without leaving the house. They were all right there singing for all these arts organizations right there in their house in Nashville. And I don't know, it just made me think, well, that's where we're at. You know, we're singing for people right in their living rooms. That's what it is. We are doing that. There's hardly anybody playing live anywhere. Here in South Florida, there are a few people actually playing, you know, live in clubs. I'm not one of them. I've turned down all offers so far, except for 1 or 2 things I'm doing that are outdoors. But everything else, I'm not doing. But there are people working in the clubs, which is, you know, a little surprising. But Florida's behind the curve in a lot of ways. Hey, I'm a hard-working road musician. Got my guitar in a big bag of songs. I worked last night for the theater in Toronto, and tonight I'm in Chicago town. Then it's off to Portland and Seattle, Miami and New York and Saskatoon. And it's all happening live without me having to drive, right here in your for some plane to play the palace, I'm looking myself in the eye. I rarely go out for groceries. I'm waiting for real life to resume. It's the COVID-19 breakdown right here in your living room. Now Dave Van Runk once told me, I got $500 in Chicago yesterday and 1,000 the next night in Milwaukee. And when I asked, hey Dave, why the change in pay? He said, 'cause who the hell wants to go to Milwaukee? And I got nothing against good cheese or beer, but since I can't go anyway, well, I might as well stay and sing the next one from right here. Hey, it's the COVID-19 breakdown right here in your living room. You can turn me off and on, you can watch me when I'm gone, you can even sing along, and no one will hear you unless you turn your own mic on. And then it will become, before too long, the COVID-19 breakdown right here in your own living room. Yeah, it's the COVID-19 breakdown, the new paradigm, the latest way to ride. Instead of stalled on the interstate, I can still be running late without even going outside. I'm ordering in for groceries, and I'm welcoming that brand new brew. It's the COVID-19 breakdown right here in your living room. So my friends, till we all meet again, I'm right here in your living room. You know, it's good to have a song that makes you laugh when you sing it, or at least makes me laugh. It's fun to play and sing.
You know, we've been shut down for so long. You know, it's just been very challenging. The thing that we got hit with, of course, is the cruises are gone, the concerts are gone, conferences are gone. The things we need to come back, unfortunately, are going to be the last things to come back. So you got to get your head wrapped around that, okay? And so we got our family band and our sound, and we're very excited about Rhythm of the World. And we hope everyone enjoys it when they hear it, and that we also, in probably 5 or 6 weeks' time, probably in November, we are going to have a Cowsill's podcast. Can you believe that? Once a week, we'll keep you posted on that on our social media sites and our website. But we're gonna get together, and we did a hour DJing one time for Sirius XM 60s on 6. We enjoyed it so much, and it was a lot of fun. So we're going to enter the podcast world, and that should be, which is radio today. But look for that, and we'll keep posted on what we're going to be doing, topic of the week, and some guests and things like that. It'll be a lot of fun. And we'll come out back on the road as soon as we're allowed, of course. And up until that, everyone just hang in, and we're working hard on our record. Here's our fortunate situation, was that we finished our recording of Rhythm of the World just before the pandemic hit, because that would have shut it down. And we're fortunate to be able to, now we don't see each other, we haven't. You know, Paul's in Oregon, Susan's in New Orleans, I'm in California. And so it's been a different world since the pandemic hit and shut it all down. But like I say, we're still working on our project. And hopefully by the end of the year, beginning of next year, we're out enough, and I think we will be, I've already seen signs of it, that we can all start finding each other again and seeing how we're doing. And it's going to be a great reconnect, I believe, when this is over. People are going to come back happier, I believe, despite what's going on in the country. I think in the long run, people are going to return happier. People are going to return more grateful, more appreciative. I just feel that's how society is going to be affected by what we've all gone through, with its harshness and its other things that everybody's had to get through that have been exacerbated beyond belief. Losing jobs. I mean, we've lost jobs in this family. This is not going well, but for anybody. So we're all going to come out of it okay and feeling a little bit better, even about each other. I think we're going to, you know what, it's really good to see you, kind of thing. I think it's going to take off. It's going to be a good time.
My first couple of songs about the pandemic were jokey songs. I mean, you know, kind of, that one, I kind of was laughing when I wrote it. But, and this one's a little more reflective. This one's called Shelter in Place. And I wrote it about a week after Quarantine Blues, way back in March of last year. We've been staying home, my baby and me, just the two of us, and the dog makes three. Nowhere to go, no one to see, shelter in place in the land of the free. I've been thinking about my younger days and how ignorance is bliss, they say. The things as simple as they seem, or was that just a young man's dream? Some of the things I've done and said, I have to smile and shake my head. I'm a lucky bum, I know it's true, to be quarantined at home with you. So I put another record on the record machine, play Hank Williams, play Grant Green, pray everything's gonna be okay. It's a mixed up world, but it's another day. Hold on to your hat, hold on to your wig, we're in for a ride, it's gonna be big. Hold on to all of your crazy schemes, put another record on the record machine, and play Hank Williams, play Jerry Lee, play Stone Soul Picnic, and I feel free. Hold on to your positivity, shelter in place in the land of the free. Shelter in place, my baby and me. I had a lot of fun writing them, and they kind of helped me process what was going on. So, you know, as music usually seems to do, helps us process our lives.